So for my course theme, I chose Greek mythology in an 8th grade English classroom. So the first part of the lesson that we'll cover is what is a myth. So we'll go over what a myth is. They were believed to be true of the people at the time, and we are focusing specifically on the ancient Greek people. We will cover 3 examples of myths in our lessons. We have the myth of Narcissus, the myths of Icarus and Daedalus, and the creation myth. The first 2 are more of a moral guidance myth, and the last one is the creation myth, explaining the natural world to the Greek people because they didn't really have science back then and they didn't know how the earth came to be. The third part of the myth section that we will cover is how the myths affect modern society. And when you think of the first 2 myths, they teach us valuable life lessons. But when you think of the second myth, it is more foundational and kind of shows like what the Greek people were thinking at the time. Another reason why myths affect our society is because our life as we know it came from the ancient Greeks. They paved the way for us. We still look at their like ways of government and stuff like that. And so when we learn more about the foundations for their life, we learn more about the foundations of our life. And this lesson will cover 3 Indiana education standards for 8th grade. The first being vocabulary, that would be in like the what are myths section. The second is compare and contrast. We will compare and contrast ancient Greek life and ours using the myths. And then the third is reading new types of literature or nonfiction. Mythology is technically considered nonfiction, but it reads like literature, so we can work with that to cover our Indiana 8th grade standard.